'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the pod, the call guys were coming and uploading a VOD. They hung up their headphones on their hangers with care, in hopes that their followers on Facebook would share. As they lay down in their bed for a rest, they sleep knowing that they did their best. So, if you are hearing the call guys this Christmas, please send them some love and let them know you are listening. I am not the real Morgan Freeman. It's true, but the call guys appreciate the continued support from you.
I will die on that lyric.
I absolutely love Miley Cyrus.
You have failed this. Love this show.
The sickest night ever. Is this? What are we doing?
No. Hello and Merry Christmas to all you Call Guys listeners out there. We hope you had a great weekend with all your families and friends. And welcome back to episode 41 of the Call Guys podcast. I'm Gunner, also known as Chico Noise, 3-time podcast host, future mall Santa Claus. And guys, the weather outside, it is frightful.
Yeah, it
very,
is.
Very frightful. Alongside me, as always, my good friend, Colton Keel, or as I like to call him, Juan Keel 43. And we got some special guests on the Call Guys podcast
Yes,
tonight.
we do.
We do. We do. It is the Emperor, Golden J, the Indiana Chiefs fan.
Rolling it out. Number 87, Travis Kelce. There you go.
Vanilla mint chip.
That's the Big Yeti. Big Yeti.
The Big Yeti. And our other special guest is, well, what do we call you, Montana? It's Mojo. It's Mojo. Mojo's here. Momo.
The original Golden Mojo.
Yeah.
Colton's already got his beef with me.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the wedding invite.
You're welcome, buddy.
We've talked about this. Colton is an honorary Golden. He gets invited to all the Golden events except for possibly Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever.
See, but I wasn't told that he was an honorary Golden. So.
Oh wow. Oh
Yeah.
wow. So whose fault is it, Gunner?
Yeah, Gunner.
It's the Emperor. He runs the ship.
The Emperor.
Ooh. We are passing the buck along. Who you going to? Go ahead, Yellow Bobby. Go ahead, Yellow Bobby.
Listen, buddy. And I explained this to you before. I don't make the wedding list for my children's weddings. I didn't demand that people be invited. And so right back to the original Golden Mojo right there. It is still her fault.
It is a never-ending circle of excuses with you Goldens.
Listen, hey, I do have a question for you there, Colton.
What up?
It seems to be that everybody in the Golden Mojo entertainment podcasting world is wanting to adapt and take on the Golden name. Are you going to step up and change your name and be a Golden?
I'm too tall for you people.
He's got a foot on every single one of us at least.
You all are too short. It would just look weird.
Is he adopted? Yes.
Well, he can be definitely in the back for the photos because he's way over top over there.
Back of the photos. I'm already in the back of the photos. Oh, that's hysterical. No, I just like giving Montana a hard time.
Oh, we all do. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it's the youngest child syndrome there.
He likes to give me a hard time, but Gunner called Uncle today.
Yeah, Montana had me in a straight up TJ Strongbow headlock.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you let your sister do that to you?
Dude,
Don't you
set
set dominance with everybody in your family?
I'm literally in the headlock and I go, have you been taking self-defense classes?
Well, let's face it, where she works, she needs to.
Yeah.
Good point.
I could see the problem is that I could see that going down and Montana getting Gunner in this headlock and Gunner squeaking out those words. Do you take a self-defense class?
Hey, it did take me a long time to give up though. It was like 10 minutes probably.
And there was some coaching from my husband too. He said, "Hey Montana, take your other arm and push it in there."
Oh yeah. I wasn't getting any help. He's like, try to roll over. I'm like,
Good
"Yeah."
Lord.
Gosh. Oh, that's great. No, I'm glad we got the guest. I think it's going to be a great episode. I'm excited. Thanks for having me over for Christmas. Really love the food. Sarah did a great job. Very delicious. Just I love being a part of this family. I love hanging out with you guys. So I'm glad I got to spend I'm glad I got to spend my weekend with the Golden. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
I'm sorry.
Thanks
Well,
for the
besides
invite.
that-
It's at your house.
It is at my house. Besides that,
Oh, jeez.
how are you guys' weeks going?
Bonkers.
Bonkers.
Just absolutely bonkers. Work is just ridiculously busy right now, especially with this storm we got. We're recording obviously on a Thursday, and it is the big night of the winter storm we're getting.
The blizzard.
Yeah, I'll believe it when it's all here. Um, but I just went out to dinner, and it is starting to get a little slushy and icy around here. So, I'm probably gonna take the wife and the kid to work in daycare tomorrow. Um, it's just, man, we had the last 2 days have just been busy with people in and out, in and out. And of course, it's like everybody just fired up their furnace the last 2 days, and it's like, oh no, it doesn't work. Now I need something. It's like, come on, what are we doing, folks? What are we doing? So,
Yeah, that was going to be my question for you. With the temperatures dropping as low as they say they're going to go, is if everybody was just kind of bombarding you.
yeah, it's truly, it's like everybody is starting their furnaces for the first time, and they're like, oh, it's gonna be, well, after this airs, we've already had some negative mornings and nights, and
Right.
it's just like, man, if you weren't doing this earlier, you should have been doing it. And it's just, at that point in time, you try to be helpful, and it's not like you don't want to help people. It's the fact that you can't help people also because it's Christmas weekend. And I mean, we told people today if we ordered it on Thursday, we weren't getting it till Tuesday.
Right.
So not too many folks want to go without heat for that long with the temperatures we're having this weekend.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Well, and it's amazing that this big ass blizzard, quote unquote, is coming in on Christmas weekend. Of course, I was watching the news, and they were talking about all the flights, everything going out of South Bend to Chicago and a few to Arizona, and there was a couple down south. That everything's getting canceled. I mean, they're just wiping them clean. So
yeah, that makes sense. They should.
holiday travel is going to be a bitch.
Yeah, if it already wasn't bad.
Yeah.
What
What
about you,
about
Emperor?
Oh,
Whoa, same time.
whoa. Emperor,
Yes, sir.
how was your week?
My week is I don't have the same stresses as you have. I've had some other stresses that are more of a corporate kind of stress this week, and so yeah, some things kind of leveled out in the last couple days that just kind of, I think the weight kind of lifted off my shoulders a little bit. I personally, I know, like I said, we're recording this on Thursday. I personally have now taken tomorrow off because the weather, and since I do a lot of driving, they don't want us out. So yeah, I've taken tomorrow off, and now I've got myself a nice 4-day weekend. I'm pretty excited about. I'm sure when this airs on Monday, and I'm still sleeping, from my 4-day weekend. But other than that, man, it's been a pretty good week. I'm ready to get Christmas fired up and all that shit.
Gunnar, are you working Friday?
No, I'm off.
Dang.
You're the only one in this podcast tonight that's working on Friday.
Well,
off all
the
this
thing
week,
about
too.
but the thing about it is that it's like we will, everything around us will be shut down, and I know if there's a vehicle on that road, they're trying to find us.
Gotta get to Lucian.
Yeah, I mean seriously, people are going to come out of the woodworks tomorrow, and we're only open till noon. And they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Hey, do you got this part for my furnace that's 40 years old?" I said, "Boss, that's older than me. What are you doing with that thing?"
I'm
So-
ready.
Baby in that furnace along. Just keep.
Yeah, that's all they're doing. Just band-aid after band-aid.
Yep. Yep.
All right, Chico.
My week?
No, the other Chico in the room.
Go for it. Montana, how's your week going?
You know, it's going pretty good. I'm still real nasally right now because I got a head cold at the beginning of the week, which sucked. But it's
Yeah, no-
gone now. It's just
That'll be
nasally.
fun.
Yeah.
But went out and ran some errands for Christmas, wrapped some gifts. I've been off all week because I'm a teacher, so that's been super nice.
Don't get Colton started on the teacher calendar.
It's the last thing I want to hear about. It's the last thing I want to hear.
All I gotta say is chef's kiss. It's beautiful. But did a lot of cleaning yesterday, which I think it's because Trevor and I did one gift each for each other while we were at home, because he was like, I don't want to lug this big one around for Christmas. I'm like, oh, okay. And he got me an espresso, which is a coffee machine. And so immediately I'm like, oh yeah, I'm trying one of those. And so after he left for work, I was just like, I gotta clean.
Isn't that?
It
Thought
was
you might have been.
delicious, though.
I thought you might have been nesting or doing something weird like that.
No.
Oh,
Espresso cleaning.
Nesting.
I know that's why Gunner was cleaning the house.
Uh-huh.
No, it's because I have 11 people coming over for Christmas.
Dude, I told you, your basement is big enough. Just shove them all down there and have them figure it out.
That's exactly what's happening.
Each of us get a blow up mattress as we walk down the stairs.
Nope, you're getting a thin sheet and a small blanket.
No, I'll give him like a twin size blow up mattress, but the only way to get down the basement is you have to ride it down the stairs.
Oh shit. Let's do this thing.
Even grandma?
Oh yeah.
I just envisioned that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
She's holding on for dear life.
She'd be all right. She'd be all right.
Hey, speaking of my mother,
Oh God.
so my mother, I asked her a couple weeks ago. I'm like, "Hey, Mom, what would you like for Christmas?" And my mom goes, "I don't need anything except I want somebody to fix my garage door opener. I don't know what's wrong with it."
Colton knows the story. I already told him.
You already tell. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but you gotta tell it.
So I actually forgot about it briefly, and I was like, I know I need to do something for Mom. She wanted something done, and then it dawned on me. So I called Gunner. And I'm like, hey, can you meet me over at Mom's so we can figure this out? Because we had just installed a garage door opener in his new place because his broke. I thought, well, we can tag team it. We'll figure out what's wrong with it. I had a meeting pop up late. It was after my actual quitting time that I had this meeting. So I ended up calling Gunner and saying, hey, I'm going to be late. And he was already there. I said, if you get a chance to look at it, let me know. Well, my meeting didn't last as long as I thought it would. So I hightailed it out to my mom's, and I go walking into the garage, and the two of them are standing there staring at me. And I said, well, what do we figure out? And of course, in true Chico Noise style, he goes, I fixed it. I said, yeah, how'd you fix it? He goes, you know, I'm magic like that. I just touched it and now it works.
Kind of true.
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't get it. What did you do? Well, the thing is run on an extension cord across the ceiling to the wall socket. And the cats had actually unplugged the damn thing from the wall.
Oh, Grandma. Oh, Grandma.
Shucks, Grandma.
Oh, shucks.
You should have just lied for your grandma and be like, yeah, it was a bad extension cord. It just took a shit. So here we go.
Yeah. She was trying to hide back a laugh and a smile as much as she could. Because she's like, I'm going to act as sober as possible when your dad comes in. We'll tell him it was something crazy.
I
Lightning
love
struck
my mom.
it, I
She's
swear.
great.
No,
Love
but
my
my week's good. My week's good.
Good.
Like Colton said, cleaned a lot. So we've been cleaning. We finished painting the stairwell down today. Montana actually helped do that. Looks terrible because Montana did it, but
mom.
no, actually it looks really good. We got our new couches in, so that's nice. It's sitting and getting swallowed up by these nice comfy couches and watch some Christmas movies. So
Nice.
other than that, I got off at 10 today. This is being Thursday, and I don't work the Friday, and then I'm off all next week. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
I got some good news from work, and I'm got the confirmation of going to Vegas here at the end of January.
Let's go.
Be doing that in Pennsylvania at the beginning of January. So
You know,
excited.
I've been at my job for 30 years. They've never asked me to go to Vegas.
I was surprised when I got asked. So I'll just go with that. But yeah, exciting stuff. So
That's awesome, man. Good job. Congratulations.
yeah, should be a good time. Very good time. Very good time. But yeah, glad everybody's had a good week. Glad everybody is this being recorded on Thursday. It's so hard to talk about a holiday when it hasn't happened, and you know it's gonna air after. But I really hope Colton, you and your family have a good Christmas, and
Yeah, we're
excited
not.
to-
I mean, even before this weather came, the wife doesn't work, so it's one of the rare times that we get to like spend a holiday together on the holiday, and it's just us.
Nice.
We did my family the weekend before. We're doing her family the weekend. The weekend after, I said with confidence. So yeah, I mean, it's nice that it's just going to be the three of us at the house, and we have some
Nice.
traditional movies that we watch, and yeah, it's William is, man, he's, God love him. He's a pistol right now, so yeah, it'll be fun.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I do have a question before we get into our first thing we need to get to here. And that is Christmas tradition. What is your favorite or your one Christmas tradition you look forward to? No, not
Well, now
everybody
there's
jump
a
on it.
look. There's a look.
I mean, I would say would be watching Christmas Vacation, Christmas Eve night. Like, I don't know what it is about that movie on that night, but I feel like it just goes so well with it. So yeah, I would say I've been doing that for, oh geez, probably since I had the DVD.
Nice.
So
I did tell you guys beforehand that we just watched it before we were recording this, and it was Montana's first time seeing it and Sarah's first time seeing it.
what?
I don't. How did that become Montana's very first time?
I don't know.
I guess I just kind of always dipped out when it came on ABC Family. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It wouldn't have been nearly as good on ABC Family. Or
It's the gift that
Freeform
keeps on giving, Clark.
app. Yep. Belly of the month club.
Oh my gosh. I love that movie. I don't know why I do, but I just do, and I laugh every single time at the same stupid parts.
And the rocket's ready.
I pledge
What-
allegiance to the flag.
What throws me off about that one? I love that movie. But what throws me off is that's Johnny Galecki as Russ in that particular
Oh.
movie. And to watch him as he went on to be in Roseanne and then on to be in The Big Bang Theory, it just floors me that that's him. But you look at him and you're like, son of a bitch, I see it.
Yeah, you do. I can see
Yeah.
that.
Great kid actor too.
Yeah, definitely.
Very good. Nice, Colton.
think she wrapped up her cat.
That's her Jello mold.
I had a lot of help from my friend Jack Daniels.
Yep.
I mean, just so many great lines from that movie.
Montana?
I enjoyed it, and I kind of completely understand why it's a cult classic.
Yeah. What's your
Do you have a-
tradition?
My favorite tradition, exact same as Colton's, but It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I'm automatically gonna second that because that's mine too.
Well,
that is our one.
Yeah.
that pretty much is our one. I will slide in a secondary with in our family Christmas morning, because we watched the movie on Christmas Eve, which is a great tradition. We've been doing it for years. But on Christmas morning, we do the individual unwrapping. We go around the youngest to the oldest, and it's not just like a free for all where you just tear open a bunch of gifts. You get to kind of enjoy watching people open shit you get them, or watching what they're opening, or so on and so forth. So that's kind of the secondary part of that of our tradition that we do for Christmas.
Yeah, our Christmas takes
Hours.
Hours.
A long time.
Yeah.
See, and I thought that's how everybody's Christmas was. I did not think that people did the free for all Christmas. I didn't know that was a thing for the longest time.
Yeah, we're a take turns type of family as well, so it does take some time. And I would like to piggyback on another movie. We watch White Christmas. That's the last Christmas movie I got to watch with my mom.
Right on.
So now I watch that every Christmas, and I make fun of it with my wife every single time because the first time I had her watch it, she kept falling asleep.
Is that the old Bing Crosby movie? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
nice.
Yeah.
Something about older Christmas movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a what do you think would be a newer, like, quote unquote cult classic Christmas movie that's been made? And
Elf.
ooh, Elf, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good point.
But I mean,
Elf is dang near 20 years now.
yeah.
It is, that's true.
Grinch Stole Christmas too, the one with Jim Carrey.
Yeah. That's still from around that same time era.
One that I think is going to become a cult classic,
What's
Violent
that?
Night.
Ooh.
We went and saw it in theaters, and it was really, really good.
See, my problem with that is that I don't know if it's going to be deemed a holiday Christmas movie because it is so violent. I think it's only going to be a subgenre.
Right. I think the interesting thing about it, though, is that it brought in a lot of like the niche Christmas things that go into a classic Christmas movie.
Huh.
So a lot of like familial relationships and things like that. And it had its really, really sweet moments, and like it made you cry. It was really weird.
And violent.
And violent. Yeah, I had to cover my face and ears multiple times while in the theater.
It's like Colton in his blanket.
Yeah, get my blanket. Hey, you should have
You
took
go
my
eyes,
blanket.
You go hands and ears.
Nope. You take that blanket, you find a corner on the screen, and then you just slowly pull it back. Something comes, and then you put it back.
Mm.
Yep.
That's how it works. The blanket
Nice.
sees all.
Those are good. Good traditions.
Good question. Good question.
Yeah. So we do have an actual question of the pod, but this question of the
Ooh.
pod was sent in by a listener
What?
by email,
What email?
thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com.
Oh
You guys are
my.
getting emails?
Yeah. Crazy.
We're getting
emails.
novels. We're getting novels.
Yeah. So it's simple. It is from Coach, who's been a guest on the Indiana Chiefs Fans podcast.
What's up,
And
Coach?
all he says is Chico and Vanilla Thunder. I have a question of the pod for your Christmas show.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Should Christmas music be played before Thanksgiving, December 1st, or only the week of Christmas? Longtime listener, Coach Rob.
Thank you, Coach, for the email as always. Thank you for the communication, and keep your wife on Snake Plissken and making sure he's doing a good job there at work. So,
Yes.
so yeah, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna say I only want to hear Christmas as soon as that Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade is done. Christmas music can start right then and there.
Yeah.
Is that the all around
I think
answer?
that might
Is
be the
that
consensus. I don't know that there's enough of a gap between Thanksgiving and December 1st to even care. Like, start it because everybody's already thinking about Christmas on Thanksgiving. Start
Yep.
it then.
I agree.
Well,
It
Coach, thank you so much for the question of the
Yeah,
pod.
Montana.
Glad we were able to
I
talk
felt
about
the
it.
exact same way.
I'm glad we were able to elaborate on your question. And
Wow. He was hyping that up too. He was like, I got a question. I'm going to send you an email. You're going to get it. It'll be your question of the pod.
But I mean, it's a great question. It really truly is a great question because I think that's something that everybody talks about, and you see it, even right after Halloween, about mid-November when the Christmas trees start going up in Walmart and Lowe's and shit, and you're like, they're playing Christmas music, and you're like, what are you doing? It's not even Thanksgiving yet. Let's do these holidays the justice that they need to be done. I mean, Thanksgiving's a great holiday if you really think about it. I mean, where else do you get to stuff your fat ass so full that you can just snooze while you're watching football and lay there with your pants wide open? I mean,
Yeah,
nobody cares.
You
It's
gotta
it.
undo your mistletoe belt. And
I sure hope I get that mistletoe belt I was asking for this year.
oh my, I'm sure that's definitely on the list.
I've been asking for that since 2009.
yep.
That's when I graduated high school. It seems like so long ago.
Yes.
Oh my. Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue with Gunner's role on the emails list. I'm gonna do a couple here. Let's see. We got Arian, titled episode 40. She starts it out with, "Hi guys, thank you for using my idea." Smiley face. Arian, thank you for that idea. Really appreciate that. Keep them coming. And she, and then thinking back to the beginning of the podcast here, she then asked, "Do you guys ever have a bad week?" Ha 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 ha. I don't think we've ever once said that, like, "Hey dude, this week just is awful."
I mean, you did. There was that one point you said you were having a not so good week. And I said I would counter your bad week with a good week.
That's true. That's right. We rarely have bad weeks here at the Call
Rarely.
Guys. Why? Because that's just who we are. So we go. She says, "I don't have a bucket list. I like to see little things and not plan my life out. Honestly, I'm living my bucket list with my kids and awesome husband." That's awesome. That is great. If you want to know about skydiving, talk to Trevor. He is
Her
an
husband.
adrenaline. What?
Her husband, Trevor.
Oh, okay. He's an adrenaline junkie, and I'm sure he would love to go jump for a third time. Oh, geez, man. I see. I think that would be my problem. I think I'd get the itch to, like, once I did it, I think I'd want to go again and again until I can jump by myself.
Yeah.
She says, "My favorite song is from Moana is Where You Are," which is the title of the song I couldn't think of at the beginning of the movie. That's the song that transitions her from the young into the older Moana. That was, man, yeah, I love that song. That is such a good song. My only issue with the live action of Beauty and the Beast is that Emma Watson has a British accent, but the movie is in France. That bugs me. You know what? That's a good point.
It really is.
Overall, though, it's good. I love LeFou in the live action. My favorite song is the first song, Belle, in the beginning.
Got a little foo over here.
I'm gonna say
Oh.
that was something I wanted to bring up. You guys didn't, not Colton, because I don't think he knew, but Chico did not touch on that in the last episode that your
sorry.
sister actually played LeFou in the school rendition of Beauty and the Beast.
I've talked about it on a past episode.
Yeah, he has brought it up, but great job, Gunner. Way to look out for your sister. Give her a nice little plug. So
Yeah, I was trying to get back at her for you. Didn't invite you.
oh man, look at you, some friend.
Helping out.
Who needs enemies when you got friends like these? Am I right, Emperor?
Right, that's right.
Okay. And then she continues on with the live action Aladdin wasn't great, but I didn't think it was bad. I definitely prefer the Robin Williams genie, but I like that Will Smith made it his own. And then in caps it says, "I agree with Colton."
Oh my God.
She follows it up with, "Someone mark it down," with a laughing, crying emoji face. Yeah, that's like 4 maybe combined of people.
4 people that actually agree with you on something. Yeah.
Probably. Anastasia was removed for it being a 20th Century Fox movie, and that deal that they made when they purchased it was very complicated. I googled it. Thank you. I'm glad you did that. Thank you so much. I think Logan even hit us up with that. Like out
Yep.
of this listen to it, I was like, Fox, dang it. Leave it to Fox. And then she says, "Sorry for the long-winded email, but here are my top 5. Number 1, Beauty and the Beast. I feel like I could watch that movie any time of the day of the year. It's beautiful with a beautiful message. Aladdin. I love this movie, mostly for Robin Williams as the genie. 3, Princess Diaries 1 and 2. Man,
Bops.
2. I love them both and just recently watched them. I didn't realize they were Disney movies for some reason. Weren't those like on the Disney Channel? Was it the first one a Disney Channel movie that they made into
It
a
might have been
real movie?
an original, yeah.
Email us at thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com if you know the answer. Like that plug, Emperor? I know you did.
That's
Number
good.
4.
That's good.
Number 4. No, okay. Serious face. Here we go. Number 4, Tangled. I identify so much with Rapunzel in this movie, especially when she comes out of the tower for the first time. And number 5, Anastasia. I love the music in this film. It was so entertaining. And I agree. That is a sneaky good soundtrack to Anastasia. And that's her emails. Thank you, Arian, for that email. It was fantastic. Glad you're back to emailing, and just thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to talk to us and put up with our shenanigans.
Oh yeah.
And we go to the next book. This one is titled Bucket List Items. This one goes with, "Hey boys, oldest sister back again." So this is my oldest sister, the eldest of us. I had no idea that brother wanted to swim with sharks. I say for the next family vacation we make this happen. Nope. Skydiving doesn't really surprise me. I think our dad would go running at the chance to jump out of a plane with him, and I fully support this. Have fun. I'll watch from the safety of the ground. That would be one thing I would be worried about, is I get my dad up there and he would be a little too excited for me to be like, "Hey, you need to calm it down." Follows it up. Bucket list is a little different than most people. With me being a kid, it just makes sense that my bucket list is a bucket list of sporting events. And this is very true. So her top 5 sporting events she would like to attend in her lifetimer. One is the Kentucky Derby, and not in the infield. I don't know if you guys ever been to the Derby.
No, I haven't. No.
It is a big old party. And it's a lot of fun, a lot of standing if you don't buy seats, but it's a lot of fun. I've done it once, and we went to the day before the Derby. They run the female horses. They've got a name. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but they run those on Saturday, and then the Derby is on Sunday. Come on, you're here for one reason and one reason only, is that's to help us out.
It's got to be something with a filly, and ain't they called filly?
Well, I thought that was a boy. I thought it was a boy horse.
I thought that
Oh,
was
I
a
don't-
baby horse.
We got to figure this out before we go. Sorry, Samantha. Yeah,
Somebody's
you're gonna just have
feeling
to
the
wait.
freaking DeLorean.
Speaking of
Mayor.
there we
mare,
go. That makes
duh.
sense. That sounds right.
Oh,
That sounds right. Speaking of the DeLorean, they've got an electric DeLorean.
have you seen? I just watched the thing on it earlier today. The thing looks amazing.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So let's just take all that rage, put it into money, and we'll buy a DeLorean,
They're
a
pretty
new
sick.
DeLorean, and we'll just take that puppy around. We'll do our White Castle journey in that thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
so
guys go to White Castle.
but I think you have to be part of some group. That's some DeLorean group.
I
Yeah.
saw there's like you got to be a part of this club
Yeah.
that you probably have to pay a due dues for, and it's probably like, $100,000 to get into the dang thing. But that's another thing. Okay,
But
well,
the seat hugs you. Did you see that?
I did. I don't know if I'd like that. I mean, because I'm a bigger dude, and I just don't know if I'd like that. But anywho, we could digress. Okay, so the Kentucky Derby, and not in the infield. I want to do the dress, the hat, the $10,000 bet. I want to do it all. I didn't do a $10,000 bet, but I did do a $100 bet one time, and let me tell you, not fun because I don't know shit about horses.
He did the dress and the hat too.
Oh, did you do the dress and the hat? You're just not telling us?
No, I did not. I'll be. I actually. Crap! Dang it. I've got so you go. It's not there. You go around and there's like at the time there was 4 alcohol vendors, and if you paid, I think it was like $30 for this like mixed drink, or you could get a beer, and it had the emblem of that Derby's race. I think it was like the 149th Derby is the one I got, or something like that. And I've got them. I had them up there hanging behind the bar, but I don't have them up anymore. So that's side thing. Okay, number 4 is I have no control of this, but a Chicago Cubs World Series game. Good Lord, this will never happen again because our owners suck. I would be okay with going to a World Series game in general, but I am at the point in my life I could pay for one ticket to one game of a Cubs played World Series. Dad, Colton, you'll have to pay for yourself. Thanks, Samantha. Yeah, thank you. Number 3 would be the Masters. I would love to walk Augusta before the crowds and then sit at hole 17. I can't imagine the application process to get tickets, but I think it'd be worth it. Yeah, that'd be fun. I would enjoy that.
Why hole 17?
It's a beautiful hole. It goes, and you can kind of sit there and then see from hole 18 a little bit. It's a fun hole when it's towards the end of the match because a lot of moves are made on 16, 17, and 18. So then you could just hop in whenever you wanted to from there. But
Stop.
She's dying back there.
What's so funny? What is so funny, Montaigne?
All your whole talk.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about it.
I get to jump into hole 17.
Yeah, it's great from hole 16, 17, and 18.
Honestly, though, my question was legit. It wasn't.
You did have a good question. Now, I just answered it like a normal question.
Yeah, like a normal. Yeah, and then you realize that you have a child back there. That.
Good Lord. And then her number 2 is the Winter Olympics. I have to sit through an Olympic curling match. Enough said.
Oh, I'd do the snowboarding. I'd go to the Olympic snowboarding.
Man, that's outside though.
Oh, that'd be worth it.
Oh, I probably would be. It'd probably be fun to watch.
The luge.
Her number 1 though is Wimbledon. She says, I am a huge tennis geek, so much of tennis geek that growing up I put a hole in the garage door hitting against the door. This is true. I'm sad that I missed the prime of the U.S. tennis, the Williams sisters, Pete, Andre, Andy, but to sit courtside in the middle of London would be my ultimate sports bucket list item. Proud of you boys. Keep it up. We love what you're doing. Love always, older sister.
Nice. That's a nice list. I like that list. That's great.
Yeah, and she did. She put a hole through the garage door, and I pretty much cleaned it up with a hockey stick. And so yeah, no, Samantha, great list. Thanks for taking time out of your day. I know you listen to us at home, at work, whenever you can. So yeah, just thanks for listening. Thanks for emailing us, thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com, and just taking time out of your day to spend with us. So thank you so much for that.
Yes. We got one more.
Who's it from?
I just want to apologize.
It's
from Brandon, who has been a guest on the Indiana Chiefs Fans podcast and who was the winner of the Wally Bucks giveaway. He says, hey guys, wanted to give you an update on the Wally Bucks. I went to use them and come to find out they can only be used for kids' meals and ice cream, which the ice cream maker was conveniently broke down at the time of my visit.
Oh, Brandon, I'm sorry.
We did put in a little snippet there in one of the episodes where we said we don't know how they work. Apparently, we
true.
did not know how they work.
Oh my God. For kids' meals and ice cream only.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
ice cream.
Yeah.
Couldn't they have
Um,
taken the ice cream maker from the Penguin Point they shut down and moved it over to the other one?
yeah, one of the 7. Yeah, one of the 7. He said thought you would enjoy hearing about the Wally Bucks or how the Wally Bucks hurt or work or don't work. And he wanted to answer Sarah's question of the pod about bucket lists, and his newest add to his list would be to be on an episode of the Call Guys. So nice, very nice. It's
Nice.
Good
We
bucket
can make
list.
that happen, Brandon. We can make that happen.
We can, and he did have an episode idea for oh gosh, political discussion, political talk, and he wants to see Colton get angry. Is pretty much what he's saying. He said, "Okay, I'll sign off now since I don't have a fancy podcast name. I'll just sign off and say thanks for the laughs, Brandon, or as I'm known in the world,
Oh
professional
my
wrestling, Frankie Vegas."
Frankie.
Yes. Yes, he is a part of the professional. Oh, yes, he wrestles out there at the CCAC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Frankie
Very nice,
Vegas.
Brandon. Thank you.
Oh,
Sorry
my.
about the Wally Bucks.
It was
Last time-
still a fun giveaway. You guys did a great job with that.
It was fun. Hey, go buy a bunch of kids meals. Still get good food.
Yeah, you get a couple kids meals. That'll fill you up.
Oh yeah.
I think so. Well, very nice.
I think that's it, man. I think Skylar's probably already out to work, and we could probably
he's
get started
probably-
on the episode.
He probably is. He probably is. All right, Colton.
What up?
So I want to preface this episode here with this was supposed to be our 2-stop crossover with Team Tejas.
True.
Logan had some things he had to do because it is the holiday season. He had to go pick up his son, so he was heading off to that and then going to his mom and dad. So he was on the road most of the day today. And so we got a hold of the Emperor and we said, want to come on to talk about the Die Hard question? So here he is. And I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one because you've been doing a lot of research into it. It seems like you've been really thinking about it as way more than I probably have. But
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, here we go. As the title of this episode is the Die Hard question, it is pretty simple. These are going to be movies that take place in or around Christmas time. And we are going to discuss if they are Christmas movies or just movies that take place around Christmas. Did you send that list to the Emperor?
I did. I sent it to the Emperor, and
Okay.
I think he came up with some of his own too.
Oh,
possibly.
nice.
Oh
Nice.
man, let me tell you, this has been plaguing me now for
Oh,
a couple days. So
okay.
I'm gonna have to go back and look over this email though, just to make sure.
That's okay. So we are obviously, let's start with the root of all evil.
The root
Is
of all
Die-
evil.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes or no? Gunner.
If you've listened to past Call Guys episodes, and that's where this question does stem from, is the fact that we have talked about this multiple times. Beer 30 being the biggest one with your most unpopular opinion about a movie, and Jared said Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I answered it immediately after and said my answer is that it's not a Christmas movie, and I feel like with a Christmas movie you have to have Christmas be the main part of the story. You look at Die Hard, and Christmas is just but one part of the story, being that he's going to a Christmas party, or his wife is at a Christmas party, and it's that time of the year, and he's just trying to get home to his family for Christmas. But throughout the rest of the movie, it's not like that is everything that's there. It's just the main overarching story behind everything. So it's not like you're constantly talking about Christmas and there's snow and all this stuff. So that's why I say no. And it came out in July. And that's kind of my other. But I've been doing more research, and a lot of movies that are Christmas movies did come out late summer. So
That is true. That is the other thing that I did find out, is that a lot of movies that people think are Christmas movies do come out in the summertime for some odd reason. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but yeah. Well, what about you, Emperor? What do you think?
Listen, man, I have been on the fence with this for a couple days because I want it to be a Christmas movie. I want it to be, you know, I just want it to be the Christmas movie, but I don't think that you can take the idea that it's at Christmas time and then make it a Christmas movie because there's no arc in the story that revolves around, Christmas. You can take Die Hard and you can put it on July 4th and have him fly in to reconcile with his wife over the 4th of July weekend or Thanksgiving weekend or Halloween weekend. It would set in any other holiday
Ooh, good point.
and
Great
and
point.
it would still work. The story would still work. I mean, obviously there's a couple tweaks, you ain't gonna wrap up one of the Hans brothers in Christmas wrapping and throw him down the elevator shaft, but I just don't see it as a Christmas movie. And I think the last point that I want to make when it comes to that is when it comes Christmas time and you want a heartfelt, warm story to watch on Christmas Eve, Die Hard is not the first thing that I think of. I love Die Hard. Don't get me wrong. I'm not picking on the movie. I love the
favorite
movie.
movies of
I
all
love
time.
the whole fucking trilogy of them. I love all of them. I'm not picking on it. I'm just saying I don't see it as and I've contemplated it for 2 days. I do not see it as a Christmas movie.
Montana, any thoughts, opinions?
You ever seen Die
concerns?
Hard?
Yes, I have seen Die Hard.
Great place to start.
Yeah, good place to start. Bruce Willis himself said that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
What more do you need?
Yeah,
Done.
so I'm gonna take it from the man himself.
You hear that, people out there in podcast land? Yeah, I'm looking at you guys, okay? Die Hard is not a G-dang Christmas movie. Get it together.
So it sounds like we all have the same sort of opinion. I mean,
Yeah,
I do think the point the Emperor made with the like you can put Die Hard under any holiday and it would work. That's a great point.
Yeah, that's like putting Elf during the 4th of July. Just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
Called firework.
Oh gosh, wrap that thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so fair consensus that definitely not a Christmas movie. Here's one that's a little bit more touchy-feely to some people is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Christmas movie or is it a Halloween movie?
I think the majority of people watch it on Halloween.
Correct.
To be
I
honest,
do.
I don't know anybody that watches it on Christmas. Do you watch it on Christmas?
Well, specifically looking at your notes here too, it came out right before Halloween. It didn't come
Very
out
true.
right before Christmas.
October 29th?
But I think there's kind of leniency on it.
Ooh,
'Cause
let's
te-
hear this leniency. Let's hear it.
Well, it has both Halloween Town and Christmas Town. He's trying to become Santa Claus. And the whole thing is like you can bring joy no matter what holiday you're in. So I think watching it either on Halloween or on Christmas would be fine.
So I know that I've heard that discussion, and here's how I go with it. It starts out as a Halloween movie, correct? And then he transitions to Christmas Town and brings Christmas Town to Halloween Town, which then makes it the Christmas part of it. How does the movie end?
Halloween.
Halloween. That's why I think it is a Halloween movie more than it is a Christmas movie. It's just because it goes from Halloween, Christmas to Halloween. But I do understand the part that I do understand it that it does play both sides of that field.
Yeah.
That it does take place in a Halloween and a Christmas atmosphere.
I do enjoy it as a film as a whole, but
Oh,
to be honest
yeah.
with you, I don't watch it at either point. So I only watch it if I see it on and I catch it. That's the only time I really ever watch it.
William likes the soundtrack, so we watch it whenever he grunts
Uh,
yes.
We just did a holiday program, and one of the schools did do a Nightmare Before Christmas spectacular, where they were all dressed up as the characters and they were all in Christmas hats, spreading the holiday cheer. So I don't know how you feel about that, but
Blasphemy. Fire that teacher right now. What school board are they a part of? Let's get this taken care of. I will not have this person teaching in the public schools. Who is
Emperor?
it, Montana? Locking of the lips.
Lock it up. Lock it up.
Okay, Emperor, what you got? What's your hot take? Let's hear it.
All right. Hot take real quick. Never seen it.
What?
Never seen it.
I'm not surprised.
me
It's
neither.
it doesn't
Really?
it wasn't a movie that came along that interested me, and I've never taken the time to watch it. But I will throw this out there. In Montana's argument kind of throws a wrench in it, but normally when people dress up like characters from Nightmare Before Christmas, it's always around Halloween. It's not around Christmas. So
Good
that's
point.
that's all I've got with that, because I actually have never seen it. Like I said, it wasn't of interest to me, so I never watched it.
Okay.
And there's a few more on this list that I'm going to have to plead the out on too.
Yeah, I might have a couple too.
Yeah, that's okay. There's a couple. There's actually, I think, two. No, just one. Yeah, no, because I pretty much made the list compared to what we normally watch.
Right.
There's only one that I didn't watch that I kind of want to watch after just doing some research on it, but
Yeah.
we'll probably just skip that one altogether when we get there. One of Gunner's favorite buddy cop movies, Lethal Weapon.
Oh yeah, love Lethal Weapon.
Is it a Christmas movie? Gunner, we're going to start with you, brother.
You know, I don't know that there are too many Christmas related scenes. I might have to go back and look and really do some research to see how much Christmas is actually in those movies. It's been a while since I've watched them.
See, I think I kind of go back to Die Hard, is that Christmas was always just something in the background.
Yeah.
It was just it's almost like Die Hard and Lethal Weapon are the same movie in that aspect.
That makes sense.
So that's why I lean towards it not being a Christmas movie, because it reminds me too much of the Die Hard Christmas plot.
So now it's the Lethal Weapon question.
Yeah, but Die Hard question sounds better than the Lethal
Does,
Weapon
does,
question.
does.
Come on.
But I mean, you're 100% right. It's the same deal. It's in the background. I mean, you have a couple key scenes. Mel Gibson's character is selling Christmas trees towards the beginning.
Yeah.
It's more of it's a drug deal, but I mean, he's like, I'll throw in a Christmas tree, my best one. And then I think later in the movie, when they have the big fight scene, don't they run through the front door, and then there's like a note on the door or something from the kids that references Christmas. But other than that, there's nothing else in it that is really a Christmas statement. Besides, it's just an action movie, and it's a fucking great action movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. So
Yeah.
that, once again, Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, that whole series. I mean, it's like Lethal Weapon just kept getting better with the sequels, which is extremely rare with sequels in my mind.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. That's a good point. And when Lethal Weapon came out?
Probably July.
What?
July.
March 6th.
Oh.
1987, really? Wow.
March 6th.
March
Called it a
6th.
Christmas movie. Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't at all.
Okay. So another consensus. No, it is not a Christmas movie. Then we will digress to Edward Scissorhands. Scissorhands.
Edward
Holy crap.
Scissorhands.
Scissors
hands.
and
He's got scissors for hands.
That he does. This one kind of teeters, I think, a little bit more Because did they adopt him on like closer to the holiday season? Is that when they're adopting him?
I think so. It's been a while since I've seen it.
It has. For me too.
I think it does. I'd have to.
Montana.
Yeah.
Edward. When's the
Edward
last time you watched
Edward Scissorhands.
It's been a
Hands.
long time. Literally thought about watching it the other day, but then I didn't.
Great.
Why? Because it wasn't that great of a movie.
That's another.
I would almost say that's probably one of Johnny Depp's worst.
Young Winona Ryder, though.
Well, that's true. That's true. Back in that goth stage of when she was kind of coming up and doing those movies and Beetlejuice and that style. While she's
I don't know on this one, Colton.
Well, this one also does come out in December. So I feel like it's closer to being a Christmas movie labeled esque movie, and it does give you that feel good, kind of that feel good Christmassy moment towards the end. Like that. Yeah.
Just read something.
What? Oh, you can read. Let's go.
The whole story revolves around a grandma telling her grandkid why it snows on Christmas.
I'm
oh
sold.
shit! Wow, you're gonna have to go back and watch this movie again.
Yeah, I feel like I need to too, because I do not remember that grandmother.
I did not either, but I just read that and I'm like,
no,
oh.
I remember that now that you say it. I totally remember that, because wasn't there like a snow globe or something that she was shaking up at the beginning?
Yeah, I
on your
remember
to-do
now.
list for this week. Edward 40. I mean, Scissorhands.
40. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, Gunner, back to the 40s. Let's go, you wuss.
Yeah, right. Let's move on to the next one, because it's been a long time since I've watched this one too.
This is the one I don't think I've seen.
I'd never seen it.
And this is
Bang.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Very young.
RDJ.
I've watched a couple of trailers on this thing, and I don't know if I've seen it. It's not clicking in my mind that I have. But he's an actor who is trying to get the field because he's going to play a cop or a detective or something like that.
Yeah.
And it turns out he goes on this real life, quest.
Robbery.
Yeah. To figure this out, and it takes place during Christmas time.
But I'm gonna take it right back. Emperor, you ever seen it?
No, I have never seen this movie.
So I'll say my point, because I'm sure Montana's never seen it either.
No.
It's another Die Hard, Lethal Weapon kind of thing. It's an action flick. It's not the feel good thing. It's a great movie.
Got Val Kilmer. He's the cop.
Kilmer's.
Yep.
So wait, it's got RDJ and Val Kilmer in it?
Yep.
And I've never seen this movie. I should be.
I can't even think of who plays the main female, the actress.
We got Michelle Montague.
Yeah.
I'm bad with names. Michelle.
Just Michelle.
Michelle.
She's in Gone Baby Gone, and she's Violet in Pixels.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, leave it to us to know we're in the Pixel movie, but not anything else.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, but no, I every time all the trailers I've seen for it seems like an interesting movie, and I feel like it's just something I got to sit down and watch sometime.
It is very, very good. I think you'd enjoy it.
Probably. Next we have a cult classic, I would say, and that is Trading Places. A young Aykroyd and a young
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. You in that laugh every time he is brought up.
Every time
he is brought up. Is it a Christmas movie?
I'm Gumby, damn it.
I don't. It's another toss-up one with action, and I mean it's I don't know. What do you think?
He's thinking about it way too hard.
I don't get the Christmas. I don't get the Christmas feel out of it.
Yeah.
I get the more sentimental feel from it. Like not the Christmas sentimental feel. I get more of like the humane sentimental feel.
Yeah.
When that ending comes at when the ending hits. And so I would say it's not a Christmas movie again. What about you, Emperor?
It has been so long since I've seen it. And I mean, I was probably still in my teens when the last time I actually watched it. So for me to really even try to remember that movie, I'm not, it's not sparking anything. So I think I probably only watched it one time. But once again, I'll fall back on when I think of a Christmas movie that I want to watch at Christmas time. Trading Places is not something that comes into my mind as like this Christmas movie I need to watch right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
Montana, you got anything?
Never seen it.
Okay.
Never seen it. Next one's gonna be a good one. I think we've all seen the next.
Well, and Trading Places also comes out in June as well. So that
Yeah.
you know. The next one though is Gremlins. A June release.
June release.
A lot of people I think for the Emperor's what he kind of says, I think there's a lot more people than we think who think of let's watch a Christmas movie, let's watch Gremlins. I think there's more people who think that now. I do not, but I think there are more people out there who do think that this is a Christmas movie.
This is one that I was talking about earlier that is a summer release that I think is a Christmas movie. And I'm only going to say it because the literal main we just watched it last week. The literal main plot line is his dad gets him a Christmas gift, and that Christmas gift causes all the havoc through the rest of the movie. And it takes place during Christmas. Snow on the ground, Christmas trees, Christmas music.
Mm-hmm.
It's a feel good, but it's also kind of I wouldn't say a horror, but it's a action horror. So
Well, and there's a lot of references along the way too. I mean, the main actress talks about her dad trying to play Santa Claus and getting caught in the chimney, and
they find him 3 days later.
yeah, and I think that Gremlins is an actual Christmas movie. I think a lot of it based off what Chico just said with the fact that the Mogwai is a Christmas present to his son.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. I think it's a fair take. Think it's fair. The next one is a June release. One of Gunner's favorite Batmans.
The Bat, the Cat, and the Penguin.
And the Penguin. And we've got Batman Returns. Is it a Christmas movie, Gunner?
no. I mean, I don't know that you could put a Batman movie as a Christmas movie. I understand some of the references in the time, but I'm just gonna hit it with
Leave it to
no.
DC to do DC things before DC was even a thing. I'm just joking. I can crap on DC later.
The original Batman, I shouldn't say original, sorry. The Michael Keaton first movie, the Batman with Jack Nicholson, I seen over 20 times in the movie theater. Because
Dang.
I think we were 16. We went to a lot of different drive-ins to go see it. I loved this movie. Batman Returns. Yeah, you know what was going on there. Batman
on the backseat of a 2-seat car.
Baby.
Just on the hood. I don't know what the problem is. Batman Returns was probably one of the biggest disappointments as a sequel that ever actually came out. And I remember being so excited that Danny DeVito was coming as the Penguin, Yeah, I know. But
hot take.
The original argument was you should watch Arrow. Anyway, I never, in all of the years that I've watched Batman Returns, which is, I don't watch it a lot, never thought of it as a Christmas movie, ever. There are some Christmas scenes in it, but never thought it was a Christmas movie, ever.
I agree. You feel that, Colton?
What?
You feel that?
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm feeling that.
Picking
I'm
it
feeling
up,
that. I'm
putting it
picking it
down.
up.
Montana.
Put my
Ever
thing
seen
down,
Batman
flip it, and
Returns?
reverse it.
You ever seen any of the Keaton Batman?
No.
Well, he only did the 2.
Yeah.
When I got into Batman, it was Bale Batman, and now it's Pattinson.
Well, you got to get some Affleck in there too.
Pattinson's a good Batman.
You don't need any of the
Pattinson's a
Affleck.
good Batman.
See, now I didn't hate I did not hate Affleck as Batman. I really thought I was going to. I did not hate him. I think
loved him
he's
in
a very
Justice League.
good smug Bruce Wayne, kind of like, oh, well, I'll just use my money and buy what's your superpowers? I'm rich. Yeah, that's exactly it. But I didn't hate him. Val Kilmer was terrible. George Clooney was terrible. But Michael Keaton was probably one of the better, if not the top 2, if you want to call Christian Bale. Those 2 were probably the best Batman.
Have you watched the Pattinson Batman?
I have watched the Pattinson Batman.
He didn't like it that much.
I was with Colton and Gunnar.
Oh.
I didn't hate Pattinson as a Batman. I'm looking forward to what they do in the future with that too. I don't to fuel Colton's DC fire.
It's already burning right now.
It's burning hot. I can feel it.
Talking about it.
It's melting the snow all the way over here. I don't like that filmography where Justice League was a prime example of why do we need 2 minutes of Superman floating over these people in some cinematic artiste thing. We don't need that. Let's just get to the point. Okay, he's going to fly with these people. He feels their pain, blah, blah, blah. We don't need 2 minutes of that. And I felt that that's with the Batman with Pattinson. And I get it. There's an argument to be made. These guys have made it to me about it being a detective story. And, everything is a build up to get to where they were at.
It's that good slow move that makes you want to think and watch. That's why it was so good.
I don't need 10 minutes of listening to him walk into a room. I mean, okay, so the boots are clacking. I don't need 10 minutes of that. Just get him in the damn room and let's move on.
You didn't need 10 minutes, you need 15 minutes. That was what you needed.
Oh man, it was I have rewatched it. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the movie when we went and seen it in the theaters, and I enjoyed it again when I seen it. I don't hate that movie. I just still think that Michael Keaton was probably one of the best Batmans.
Batman.
Batman.
You can't.
A hill I am willing to die on is that Batman and Robin, as awful it is like a guilty pleasure movie that I have. And I can't wait to show my son that movie just so I could show him Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Bane.
I got wrapped. I don't even remember where it was or why, but I think it might have been with you, Dad. We got wrapped in an old Batman show marathon, and we just watched episode after episode.
We're talking Adam West and
yeah.
Adam West. Those were great, and as a kid, they were amazing. But
yeah, I don't know how we got stuck in it, but we did.
So you were a fan of the Clooney Batman?
Oh no! I did. I say Clooney? No.
You said Batman and Robin. Wasn't that the Clooney?
Yes, that is the Clooney Batman. But
okay.
No, I liked Mr. Freeze. I liked Poison Ivy. I liked Bane. I like those characters. I would love for them to bring Mr. Freeze back somehow. I don't know how you do it.
That's in the works.
As long as we don't do Schwarzenegger. I mean,
yes, make it awful again. Just good.
As I sit and think about this, I don't remember anything good about that movie except
it's so bad.
There was one great part of that particular movie. Alicia Silverstone.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh! Of course.
Her in that Batgirl suit. Oh yeah, I'll watch that all day long.
It is. I've rewatched it. When I say recently, like within the last 3 years, and the corniness when they're suiting up
Yeah.
of how they're doing the shots for that makes me laugh hysterically. All the time.
I'm sorry, Chico. We've spun off in a
No,
Batman.
I just
problem
looked at
here.
the next movie and I had to really think about it.
Well, yeah.
Okay, well then let's segue,
Yeah, I'll need a
seamlessly
reminder
segue into
too.
the next movie, since we can get away from the Batman talk. Iron Man 3.
Wait, what's the look?
I'm trying to think because it
It's the man. It's the no, I'm gonna say the Mandalorian. Ooh, wow, the Mandarin.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think because this is the one where he buys Pepper the big bear, right? Or the big-
Correct.
yeah.
Yep.
The big bunny.
Yep.
Um,
No.
Yes.
No,
Abso-
that's not a Christmas movie.
Oh.
It's
But
No.
I'm
10
trying to
seconds.
I'm trying to think of whether he bought her that for Christmas or it was just random.
No, I thought that was an apology bunny.
Yeah.
Okay. So
The
only thing close to Christmas in this whole movie, right, would be
I would say
New
the
Year's.
end when they're on
in the end.
when they're at the end and he blows up all of his suits and he kind of talks about it being a Christmas gift to Pepper.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's about the only time I could see this movie being I think it's just another movie that takes place during the
Wow.
Christmas time.
When he's in
I'm
when
pretty
he's in
sure
Tennessee.
I'm
Well,
pretty
because
sure the
the
bunny
president-
was.
The president is having Christmas dinner.
Uh-huh.
And so it takes place during the Christmas time, but I don't think it's a Christmas movie. I think
No.
I think it falls in the same category as all the other action movies that we've had.
Is
that
the
we've
kid's
talked
name
about.
Harvey? Is that his name?
Oh,
The dude from Jurassic
I'm
World,
co-
the kid from
I'm
Jurassic
Yeah.
World.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
cold.
I'm cold.
Yeah, I don't know because I'm pretty sure when he's the snow in Tennessee and
Yeah.
it's around Christmas time and
Yeah.
that kind of makes sense. And when we're doing research on this stuff, and if you look up like movies that aren't Christmas movies that people say are, the list is just weird.
Oh, it's like I said, I just picked movies that are like inside. I would call quote unquote the call guys wheelhouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know there's a
Stunning.
lot more. I know there's a lot more, but this list we could be here all night. The next
Straight up
movie
no.
we got in Iron Man, it came out in May. That's another thing.
Yeah, Iron Man 3 was not a Christmas movie by any means
No.
whatsoever.
I agree. I agree. And this one might be a little bit tougher to buy. Is Rocky 4. Came out in the end of November.
Is this the death of Apollo Creed?
Isn't
The
Ford
fight of the Russian?
the Drago.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a big Rocky fan. I know one person who's a huge Rocky fan.
I've been to Philly
and-
once.
Yeah,
me
I
too.
mean,
I had a sandwich.
I can't exactly tell you how Rocky 4 goes, other than I know it's the one with Drago. That's about all I can say about this. Is Thunderlips in this one or in the third one?
I think he was in the third one.
Yeah, because he was with Clubber 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mickey dies in 3, and that's when Apollo starts to train him. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
And then Mr. T was there, and yeah,
that sets
that's
up.
when he
That
fought
sets
T.
up. Doesn't that set the first Creed movie with Anthony B. Jordan? Or
Michael B.
Anthony?
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. Ah, shiesta.
Michael Jordan.
No, I don't think so.
Man, I'm gonna go with no. I don't think there's enough. I don't think that if you wanted to pick Rocky 4, you'd have to take all the Rocky movies and say that they were all Christmas, because I mean, like in 2, I think is when he bought the motorcycle, or she bought him the motorcycle for Christmas. And, I mean, they just kind of roll through the holidays. I don't know that it's necessarily about Christmas. So me personally, I'd say no. I don't think any of those are.
I did just read that the fight between Rocky and Ivan was on Christmas Day. And that's probably why people say it's a Christmas movie.
I'm gonna say it's not a Christmas movie.
I'm
Though.
gonna say no.
Okay, I just want you guys to know we are on the last movies that we have. Montana, did you have something?
At the end of this next franchise, I am gonna add in another movie for you.
Interesting.
Gotta
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Call girl. Oh wait.
Okay. Yeah, that didn't go well. That
No.
didn't go well, Gunner.
Yeah.
Did you hear what you said?
You know what a call girl is?
Oh god.
You know what a call guy is? We've had this conversation too many times.
Yeah, we've got it.
I came up with the name out of nowhere. I didn't know what it was. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, jeez.
But if you're listening from across the pond,
Hit us up at thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com for a good time.
You can find Colton's number in that bathroom down on level 3 of the space station, which he should be. Did you get that plunge there, big dog?
Oh my.
you can find his plunger. Please send it home.
Oh god.
Anyway, sorry,
Okay.
buddy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh Lord. Okay. I don't understand how this franchise is considered a Christmas movie.
It snows.
What'd you say?
It
Ron
snows.
got that sweater. Ron got the sweater.
The invisibility
Remember?
cloak. Come on.
Well, it is the original Harry Potter series. There are a group of people who watch these movies during Christmas, and I don't get it. I understand it has seasons. They have a fall season, they have the winter season, and then they have the spring season. And almost every movie.
Yeah.
Minus the last one because it's broken into it's one movie broken into two. So I mean,
Right.
we'll say it's the same theory, same thing.
I do have something to say about this one.
You have the floor.
I think for me, if I was watching it over Christmas, it would just be about nostalgia. It wouldn't be about the fact that it's a Christmas movie. It would be about the feeling that it gives. Because for me, the Harry Potter franchise gives such a specific feeling when I'm watching it. And it's always this like nice, cuddly warm. So if I were watching it around that time, that would be why.
I can get behind that because to me, the one thing that really drawed me and my dad into the Harry Potter verse, so to speak, is that it truly is about good conquering evil, and how it fights that in every single movie. I think that's one thing that really drew us to it, and I could see that. It's just, I think I would. Yeah, nostalgia is why I think. Yeah, but I think my problem is that I could watch that series whenever.
Anytime. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's why it's not. I can watch it any time of the year.
Well, just ask yourself this. I mean, you're watching it. You enjoy. I've always enjoyed the Harry Potter movies, and I probably always will. But does it capture the spirit of Christmas in the movie? No.
Not. I mean, maybe for a scene.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe
That
for a
does-
scene, but it doesn't. It's not the climax. It's not. It's not the turning point in a movie. It's not.
Yep.
It's just a scene in the movie.
Yep.
So I agree with Montana that it is a more of a nostalgia feel for that, because it does give that kind of that feel of that gives you the feeling of that Christmas gives you, not the Christmas feeling, but the feeling you get from Christmas.
Right.
So
Especially the first like 3 movies. I mean, they're more lighthearted once you start getting later on and people start dying and stuff starts happening. That's when you're like,
yeah.
yeah, not so warm anymore.
Well, just I think it just adds more weight to each and every season that it's more important to get Voldemort and it's more important to like Harry to fulfill the prophecy, and I think it just adds weight and repercussions that we just don't have in movies nowadays. Everybody just survives, and there's no Game of Thrones, and there's so yeah. I'm gonna say no for Harry Potter as well. Consensus.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I think so.
That is the list I sent. I just want you guys to know I was tallying. We have one movie. One.
We all agreed.
We agreed on that. It was a
No.
Christmas movie, and that was Gremlins. All right, Montana. What is your movie that you're gonna hit us or me with? I don't know.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Okay, wait. Let me scoot this over a little
Yeah.
farther.
Scoot all you want.
Okay. Literally, it happens on Black Friday. Okay.
That's Thanksgiving.
Yes, but they keep mentioning throughout people are shopping for Christmas. Okay. All of the robbers or heist people. Hey, shut up.
Do you know what
shut
that
up.
is? Do you know what that is? You're
Yeah.
grasping for a lifeline to save
They're
you
all
from this
named
terrible
after the
thing.
reindeer.
After the reindeer. God.
All of the heist people are named after the reindeer.
That just sounds like good planning.
You know why, Montana? You know why that is? Because it was in the script.
I mean, I'll be honest, Montana. That is. Did you come with that? I mean, what made you think of that movie?
Okay.
Because I never in a million years would have ever thought of that movie being a Christmas movie.
Violent Night. The new
Okay.
movie where Santa is going out and boom bang banging these people, okay?
Taking care
Same
of
exact
folks.
plot as Paul Blart Mall Cop, except not in a mall.
He's got a Segway.
Wow.
He's got a Segway. A
Wow.
utility belt.
I mean, so all of these heist people, they are named after these Christmas figures, okay? Paul Blart is out here hunting these people. Santa is out here hunting these people, okay? Their goal is to save this family or this kid specifically, okay? Paul's daughter is in the bank being held hostage. Santa's kid that he believes is really nice is being held hostage. They're so close.
But that doesn't make Paul Blart a Christmas movie.
But it happens during Christmas.
No, it happens on Black Friday.
Okay, it happens on Black Friday.
But that's
Black
Thanksgiving.
Friday is
Okay,
directly
so
linked to Christmas.
let's go to a measuring stick here. Paul, gosh, I can't believe this is gonna be in my history.
Oh, actually, Colton, I forgot to tell you, on the docket here in a few weeks, we're just going to talk about Paul Blart Mall Cop.
I would have to rewatch that thing so many times.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen it once.
I have seen it too many times.
Not really a fan.
You came in with some conviction in this pick.
I did.
January 16th
That's
Nice.
release date.
is the release date. Just missed the holiday rush.
Okay, but if you look at the movies,
Did they
that we
release
talked
that?
about
Did they
today,
release that for the Oscars? Is that an Oscar a trap movie? I knew it.
But Colton,
You're
look
laughing
at the
because
movies we looked at today compared to
Uh,
the amount
she-
of Christmas that is in Paul Blart Mall Cop.
You know, she's
But
not wrong.
But then I will say this: we picked one movie.
It's true.
We picked
one
one
that
movie out
literally
of that
had
whole
Christmas throughout.
list. That
But
is.
this has Christmas throughout too.
Not in the sense of it actually being Christmas time, like actually Christmas Day and all of that, like forward through.
So it's not Christmas Day, but Black Friday is directly linked to Christmas. You go out on Black Friday to get Christmas gifts.
I think it's more directly linked to Thanksgiving. Because when you think Black Friday, you're thinking Thanksgiving before that.
You think day after Thanksgiving, but why do you go do Black Friday for
Actually,
Christmas gifts?
that is completely not true. I've never went Black Friday shopping for Christmas gifts.
Really?
Yep. I usually
Yeah.
just buy for myself.
Yeah, that is true.
Well,
I'm gonna give you an A for effort there.
Yeah,
That
oh,
was
yeah.
that was a big swing, and I appreciate you coming on here and trying to convince that Paul Blart is a G dang Christmas.
I would love to see emails on people agreeing. Though.
please go and rewatch it.
I just don't know if I have the
Oh,
time.
you're gonna be pissed. I'll guarantee you're gonna go back and you're gonna watch this, and you're just gonna be pissed, and you're gonna be like, "Stupid Montana got me all like thinking this is a Christmas movie now."
Yeah, my whole motivation of being on here today is just to get you to watch Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Guess what, sister? You failed. Have you seen the second one?
He's gonna look it up.
Oh,
No, good. Emperor, did you have any movies that you wanted to bring up?
Paul Blart.
listen. I did as in Call Guys fashion. I did put together a real quick top 3 list. Can I just kind of run through it real quick?
We put one together too.
Oh, do we? Okay. How do you want to? How do you want to do it?
Let's do each person individually. Just give your top 3. You can say whatever you want to say about them, or let's do 3, 2 honorable mentions, 1. And you can start, Emperor, since you made a list.
All right.
Wait,
Well,
hold on. Before we start, Montana, is there something on your mind? Looks like you got something on your mind.
No, she's gassy.
It says no.
So
No, but it could be. So it says.
So everything that comes up, literally the first thing, what makes the original work as a Thanksgiving movie isn't that it takes place during the holiday. It's also because Paul Blart works as a movie for the whole family. But every article says it's a Thanksgiving movie.
I would agree.
I tell you what, I've looked through a shit ton of lists over the last 2 days, and Paul Blart was on none of those lists.
But I bet you
It should be.
all of our top 3 movies. Did you get a top 3 Christmas movies? Or do you just have them up here?
I mostly have them up here. I need to rank them real quick.
Okay, rank them real quick. Emperor, start. Colton, me.
All right,
The
I'm
Golden
gonna go.
Mojo.
I'm gonna go with my number 3 as Jack Frost, Michael Keaton.
Yep.
I think that was a great movie. 1998 release. A musician, always away from his family, trying to get back on Christmas, and has an accident and dies, but comes back the following year as a snowman to try to make up to his son what went wrong. And if anybody knows the story behind Jack Frost, the first time that me and Bobby watched it, in the end of that movie, I looked over at her and she was bawling so bad she couldn't even breathe. It was that you just wanted to like hit her on the back to make her breathe. She just cried her eyes out.
Oh, what's the song? The song at the end.
Oh, it was one of the songs that was made for that movie, wasn't it? That the Jack Frost band played, right? Or no?
Mm,
All I know is me and Trevor watched it the other day. It was Trevor's first time watching it. And as soon as Landslide,
Landslide. There you go.
yeah, came on, he was like,
Dang.
That's good. Number 3.
My number 2, Christmas Vacation. I mean, it's a 1989 movie. Chevy Chase, Galecki. What's that? Julie? What is it? Julie? I can't think of her name.
Louis-Dreyfus.
No. Well, yeah, she is in that. But what was it? Juliette Lewis is what
Oh.
I was thinking of. Played the daughter. And of course, Uncle Eddie. You can't go wrong with Uncle Eddie. I mean, just a brilliant movie. Honorable mentions. Okay, I got a little bit longer list, but 4 Christmases, Scrooged, the classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Elf, The Santa Claus, Jingle All the Way, Home Alone. I think you can kind of get that as a whole Christmas movie, but
Most definitely.
Reindeer Games with with Affleck.
Oh,
You ever see
good
that
one. Good
Yep.
one.
Mhm.
And one of my all-time personal favorites, and I will watch this any time of year, but it's called Last Holiday with Queen Latifah. What a great movie. A feel-good movie. It all revolves right around that Christmas feel. So, and of course, my number one, It's a Wonderful Life. That's not a big surprise. It's on a lot of number one lists, and that is a great movie we watch every year at Christmas. I mean, it is the typical Christmas movie.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Colton?
I just got 3. My number 3 is Elf. It's just I grew up with that. It was this just I felt like it was the one like Christmas movie my parents would let me like watch by myself, and I didn't have to ask questions about anything because it was pretty straightforward what was going on. Number 2 is A White Christmas.
Nice.
Talked about earlier. It's the last Christmas movie I saw with my mom. I love the music in it. I love the dances. I love the dancing in it. It's just a good movie. I just really like it. And my number 1 is obviously Christmas Vacation. Yeah, my hat says it enough.
Watching it tonight, I go, "That's Colton's hat."
Yeah. That's it. And that is the main reason why I got this hat, is because it literally said this is Chevy Chase's hat that he had from Christmas Vacation. So,
Nice.
done. So yeah. Christmas Vacation. I mean, like I said, it is like, even like growing up, that was our Christmas Eve movie we would watch. So
Yeah.
Yep, that's mine. What about you?
So my number 3 is, I would say, is my guilty pleasure Christmas movie. I love this movie. I watch it every year. Christmas with the Cranks. I don't know why I love it so much, but I just think it's a really enjoyable movie. Number 2, I'm gonna go It's a Wonderful Life, because we watch it every year. Honorable mentions: Home Alone's 1, 2, and 3. 3 being my absolute favorite Home Alone, because it was like the one I first watched when I was younger, and it's not Macaulay Culkin; it's the other kid that was in it, and same premise, obviously, but still really good. I'm gonna say Elf in my honorable mentions, and Gremlins. And then my number 1 is The Santa Claus. I'm sorry I have 2 Tim Allens in here, but I do. Montana?
Okay. My number 3 is Elf. It's the first movie I watch every year. Just classic, wonderful, great. Find your dad. My number 2 is technically 3 movies. The Santa Claus trilogy.
Oh wow, all 3?
Yes, because we watch them in order, all in the same night. Okay.
Ooh, that's a night.
It is a night, but I love doing it every year, and it brings me joy. And I used to love the third one so much when I was a kid. I would just watch that one over and over and over. Which, definitely not the best one anymore. But when I was a kid, wonderful.
I do enjoy all 3 though.
Yes. And then my honorable mentions: Jack Frost. We just watched it. So good. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Specifically the one with Jim Carrey. Yep. And Miracle on 34th Street. No one's mentioned that one, but it's such a lovely story. I like seeing it put on stage in theater, And then my number 1, It's a Wonderful Life. It's a tradition. You can't get out of it.
It is.
It's wonderful.
Emperor, you had a claymation in there, didn't you? You say the original Rudolph?
The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The original.
I'll
the
second you
original
on one, but it's A Year Without Santa Claus.
Right on.
I love that movie. The Miser Brothers.
Hey, did you realize that Scarlett Johansson was in Home Alone 3?
Yes.
Okay.
That might be why it's one of my favorites.
I cannot stand that movie. Second was my favorite.
You didn't like
The one in
third
New York.
The New York one is good.
The Sticky Bandits.
I thought it was the Wet Bandits.
That was the first movie.
Yeah, they changed it to
Oh,
sticky.
They had to change. They had to
gotcha.
change. They had to change their stick.
That is true. That is true. I forgot. But yeah, I knew there was somebody in that movie that had become a lot more popular, and I'm gonna have to go back and watch that Home Alone 3 again. That's
Enjoy it. The RC car. He uses to
yeah, so much,
them at the end,
so many good things going
Oh, I forgot an honorable mention. Violent Night.
on. Man, she's all about that Violent Night,
It
isn't
was
she?
really good.
She is. She
It
is.
was
She
really
is.
good.
All right, well, guys, good job. Good list. Good
I have-
conversation.
I have one more question for you though. Do the
Okay.
third question of the pod.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Because with the Die Hard question, since this is the Die Hard episode, there is another Die Hard question that rolls around, has become very popular. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I've had a hot dog since the 4th of July. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is a hot
Yes.
dog? Oh, there's one yes.
I'm gonna say yes. Also, piece of meat between
So
two buns.
I'm thinking
That's the way I like it.
so when you say hot dog, I just think of a hot dog. I don't think of buns. I just think of the hot dog.
Well, that's fair. That is fair. But when
Are you saying a
yeah,
hot dog on a bun is a
Yes.
sandwich?
is that a sandwich? Oh wow,
You can see
The-
the cranks a turn.
Phew. that poor squirrel.
that hamster in there, poor guy, has been working hard all
I
day.
can see
and
the
you
I can
guys
see the
co-
argument for both
and,
sides.
and
to
you
be
guys
honest.
come in here and ask me this. He is not happy right now. Man, I would lean towards yes more than no. Because
Well, I mean-
it's still breading, and there is a meat.
hmm And you do
And-
put condiments on it.
Yes.
Me between buns.
Meat between buns.
No, I think
just-
yes.
It's just I think it is. I think you can consider that a sandwich. Like I said, it's meat between the buns, and you can add cheese, you can add whatever
Chicago
you
dog
want into.
toppings.
Yeah.
Immediately when you said that, I thought Chicago dog. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
You dress up a sandwich the way you dress up a Chicago dog. Okay.
Give me that Jersey
That was
accent.
Yeah, that was Jersey.
My
A Chicago
dog.
dog, okay?
Yep, Bears.
The Bears.
Yo, we don't talk like that, huh?
The Bulls. The Bears. The Blackhawks. The Cubs. The Sox.
You
Dog
good?
not going to the playoffs.
All right.
No, no,
Here
no,
we
no, no,
are.
no,
You
no,
son
no,
of
no.
a. Let's.
We're cutting that off right
What?
there.
We are not right now. Okay.
Everybody,
let-
thank you for listening to the call.
Boo. Boo.
Floor is yours.
Boo. No, protect him. Protect him, lead host. Come on. Hit us with the socials.
I was just saying that because it's almost 2 hours in.
Oh, I've got another 2 hours if he wants to keep talking.
Oh, I know you do. I know you do. You're just gonna have to come back onto the Indiana Chiefs fans podcast, Colton.
I need to get you back on there for sure.
Jeez, we don't. It's a pointless this year.
Never pointless. Never not
Never.
working.
So much, but never not working.
Hey, don't worry. We'll take care of the bills for you this week. You're welcome.
Hey, would you please? Obviously, you
We're not gonna beat the Bills.
weren't you supposed to
Might.
take care of the Bengals last weekend or something? What happened there?
We played the Eagles last week.
Oh, the Eagles. That's right.
Sorry, we just played the number one team in the NFC.
Now
And
you
now
get
we're
the,
following. Now we get the
Oh.
AFC number one.
Yeah, you really gotta.
that's rough,
Sleep
man.
over.
That
I
is
mean,
rough.
we can only wish we get the Texans to go into overtime with.
Ugh.
Jeez.
That is a sad, sad, sad world that we lived in last weekend. That is for damn sure.
I just called it
Yes.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
We'll
Thank you.
digress.
both Emperor, Golden Mojo,
Yes, Emperor
original.
Montana.
Hey, thanks, guys, man. I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I know it was kind of last minute, and but I enjoyed every minute of it, like I always do. I actually was talking to the Murdnerds the other day about the Call Guys and how much I enjoy coming on the show and hanging out with you guys, and that I've got to try to pace myself so that I'm not calling up going, "Hey, you need to guess on the Call Guys."
Yes, now it's me. It's Colton. Well, what if we get your dad? And I'm like, all right, he's in.
Yeah, because I was thinking, man, like who can we ask? I was like, I bet the Emperor would be good for this episode.
Yeah.
I love coming on the Call Guys, and I love what you guys are doing. I love what you guys are doing for the Empire, and yeah, I appreciate both of you very, very much.
Work hard, play hard.
And
Yes,
even though
sir.
to tease Colton and give him a hard time on Indiana Chiefs fans, it's just fun.
Yeah.
And I laugh every Monday morning when he comes back at me with whatever we're kind of spitting back and forth, and it's just so much fun. I enjoy it, and yeah, keep up the good work, guys.
I'll tell you what, Emperor. 9 episodes from now, we'll see you again.
I'll be
Yeah,
back.
you will actually.
And Montana, you're welcome back anytime.
Psych.
I just need my phone. This is a family-friendly podcast. Or I flip you off.
It's actually not.
Oh,
You can do whatever you want. Yeah. Well, no, thanks, guys. We really do appreciate it. I'm gonna get us out of here with some socials. I would ask the Emperor, but
You got my socials?
I don't know that he knows the Call Guys socials off the top of his head. So
It's true. Although
Well-
I did do a pretty good job socials on Indiana Chiefs fans.
yeah,
You did.
You did. Good
Yeah.
job. Very good job. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Call Guys podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on all your favorite social medias, whether that be Facebook at facebook.com/thecallguyspod, TikTok at the Call Guys Podcast, and Instagram at the Call Guys Pod. You can send us an email if you want to get a hold of us. Tell us what you think of the Die Hard question. Tell us what you think about all those movies we talked about. Are they Christmas movies? Are they not? Is Gremlins the only one that's actually a real Christmas movie and every other movie in the world's not? Who knows? Send us an email, thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. You can also check us out on YouTube. Just search for The Call Guys Podcast. And please like, subscribe, click that bell, get those notifications. Yes.
punch that bell.
Punch it.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that, if you do want to send us anything, you can message us on Facebook. You can just let us know how you're doing. Let us know if you've ever had Wally Bucks that only get you kids meals.
Oh my gosh.
When you're done listening to the Call Guys, make sure you go check out all the other podcasts under the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts, whether that be the Murdnerds, TUSOP, the United States Paranormal. I always want to say TUSOP, but I should say the whole name. Indiana Chiefs fans and Golden Image Podcast, and soon to come A Court of Books and Booze. You can find those podcasts anywhere you get your podcasts. Guys, got
Nice.
anything else?
Suck it, Emperor.
You can say it when he's right here. Right in the eyes.
Listen, I'm still getting complaints from level 3. The toilet needs to be plunged. I need my lackey to get down there and get that taken care of ASAP.
I'm gonna bring
And,
you down there with me. We're gonna clean that thing
Never unplug a
together.
toilet with a swirly.
Who does number 2 work for?
Who does number 2 work for? Yeah, that's a great line. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
All right, guys, I appreciate it.
Oh my. Yes,
Um,
no, thanks, Montana Emperor. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for taking time out of your nights. Just glad we were able to get together, and hope everybody had a good Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, everybody out there in podcast land, we'll see you next time.
Later.
Later.